I am sorry if you were born poor. Probably you struggled in your childhood. It was not your fault. People grow up poor and they have nothing to talk about because you cannot choose where you were born, but you can choose how you die. If you are born poor, I am sorry. But if you die poor, then shame on you. Shame on you if you are dying poor. Why? Because you cannot live for 50, 60 years, die in the same position in which you were born in. Did all the years that you have lived all go in vain? Did you do nothing for your life? Did you make other people richer and you died poor? Do not live in the same situation, born in the same situation, live in the same situation and die in the same situation. At least let your children start off better than you actually started before. The reason I say this, and the reason I say shame on you, is not because I want to be controversial, but I want to tell you that poverty is not glamorous. Let us not try to belittle ourselves and think that we want to grow up poor and think there's something honorable in poverty. Poverty is not honorable. And people who are in poverty are desperate. Let me tell you, friends, poverty creates desperation. Desperate people can be able to do anything so that they can be able to get food and shelter and small things for their own living. Kids who cannot be able to pay for their monthly cycles, the pads that they use, can be able even to enter into prostitution. People take advantage of desperate people. You are given any kind of job, you are paid anyhowly, you do things that are way below your competence level. Desperate poverty. This is what I want to talk against, because you may have grown bad, you may have grown in a bad place, or you may have been born in a bad place, but you need not die poor. One of the reasons why I say this is you all have hands. As long as you have hands, you have brains, you have talents, you have something unique that you can be able to share to the world. If everything is lost, you have your hands, you have energy and strength, especially if you are still young. You have a lot that you can be able to do to use your hands to be able to create wealth. Let me give you an example. We grew up in Eastlands, and in Eastlands, when we were growing up, there was a lot of idle land. There were people who were struggling financially, but I remember a few people, some of them who are our parents, were able to take a piece of land, fence it a little, and plant some vegetables. Vegetables to be able to supplement the income that they were making. It was not a lot of money. But because they were able to get some vegetables here and there, they were able to supplement their income enough to be able to do some saving to help them in their future. They did not earn a lot of money, but they used their hands and they used their brains. They used the locally available resources to do that. There were parents who never took advantage of this, and they're always complaining that things are hard, things are tough. They've never used their hands or their brains, or the opportunities are there. There's always something free that you can be able to use and be able to leverage to make some money. Everyone has brains. Think about it. Everyone has something that they are thinking. Now, if you have something if you have brains and can be able to think about a problem. What is the problem that you are seeing? What is the eyesore that is affecting you? What is the thing that you see people struggle with? Can you be able to provide a solution? It could be as simple as providing a solution for what is already existing. For example, like a video I talked about waste. You can be able to use waste, household waste, and be able to create wealth from it. You use your brain, use the locally available things that are there. You use your brain to solve a problem that is prevalent. A lot of people who have made a lot of wealth are people who have not done the glamorous things, but they have found a way of being able to provide a solution for a problem for every person, found a way of making it scalable so that they do not need to do it themselves, and being able to charge a little bit of money for every solution that is provided. And because there are millions and even billions of people around the world, they end up being billionaires. It is a problem solved. It has been charged. Somebody has been charged to be able to pay for the solution that is provided, and it has been scaled so that many people can be able to get this solution. Simple solution that is provided and you make a lot of money. If you look at most businesses that are successful, it is they identified a problem, they provided a solution, they charged for the solution, they scaled the solution to everyone, not limited by geography or place or situation. Those who have not been able to scale up either increase the number of problems that they are solving, or they start charging a little bit more because they cannot take advantage of scale from a point of geography, but they have taken advantage of the things that they solve and the money that they request from people. Provide a solution, and everyone can use their brains to provide any kind of solution. That is why in the market you will always find people who are making solutions by helping people carry luggage. There are people who are making money by helping people move around. There are people who are making money by providing some simple solution. Now think beyond just providing a solution. Find a way of charging a good rate. Find a way of scaling that problem, and you'll be on the way to creating wealth. So you don't have to start with anything. You don't have to do much. Just use your brain, use your hands, use your talents. Everyone has talents. You have a unique talent. You may be singing well. You may be a good orator. You may be a good poet. There is something that you have been given. There's something that God has given to you. What is it that you have? What is your unique value proposition? Can you be able to make money from it? And a lot of people think that you need a lot of things to be able to put together to make your talent even more actionable. These days, your talent can be seen by many people very fast. Many people around the world. If you sing, there is YouTube, there is TikTok, there is Instagram. People can be able to know you from anywhere and everywhere. There are free apps to be able to help you record music, even with your own computer and laptop at home. There are many opportunities for you to be able to start offering books without incurring any additional cost apart from your own personal time and the internet that you'll be able to use. There are talents that you have that you can be able to use to make a lot of money. There are people who make money just from their talent. They enjoy what they are doing and they are making money while at it. Why are you dying poor? The other thing is you can be able to leverage free resources. Like I told you, some of our parents were digging land that was beside railway lines that no one was using. They were watering gardens and be able to provide food for their family from their own labor because their incomes were either inconsistent or very little. Leverage free resources. There are free resources here, there, and everywhere. Even the business that I told you how to be able to start with, the one for waste management, and be able to provide valuable outputs from waste products that people might even pay you to get rid of. Look at the available free resources that you can be able to leverage. Sometimes even to begin farming, you do not need to buy land. You can be able to lease land. You can be able to even ask somebody, can I be able to use your land? Maybe water the trees that you have planted, and this portion of land I can be able to use to do my farming and other things. Land that is already available, land that somebody is willing to give you for free so that you can be able to help either look out for their land and check their trees and water their trees as you use a certain portion of their land. There are always free resources available. Some places have more resources than others, but if you look keenly, if you use your eyes, you'll be able to spot free resources that you can be able to use. What is it that people are getting rid of that you can be able to make some value out of? What is readily available that you can be able to take advantage of? Free resources to create wealth. Why are you dying in poverty? The other thing that you need to understand is you do not need to save and invest because you have a lot. And this is a misconception a lot of our people have. That you need a lot of money to be able to create wealth. No, you don't. You just need something small, save consistently, and consistently being productive. So if your 5 shillings is being put in a way that is going to generate an extra shilling at the end of the year, but you're still adding the 5, then you had some increase somewhere and you're adding. Eventually, over a period of time, the interest rates are actually able to outweigh the monthly contributions that you're making towards your investment. And that is where money is making money for you, even without having to incur additional effort. Compound interest is freely available to everyone. You just need to use it and be consistent and be disciplined. It doesn't take wealth and doesn't take a lot of things to think about. You just need a consistent person, a person with a vision, a person who is doing it consistently. Take advantage of free things like compound interest. In fact, compound interest is so exciting that somebody called it a wonder of the world, because wealth created from compound interest increases exponentially. So take advantage of these things. Don't wait to have money, a lot of money to invest. That is a fallacy and a lie that you're talking about to yourself. And we're going to talk about these narratives about money that we tell ourselves that are keeping us poor. The other thing, I want to take an excerpt from a research that was done in Kenya. In Kenya, 100 of the richest people in Kenya, only 5% got their wealth from inheritance, inherited wealth. 100 of the wealthiest people, only 5% got their money from inheritance. The rest got their money from business, from investing, from employment, and from putting other sources of income that were independent of where they started. So if 95% of the people in the top 100 list are people who have put the time and effort and have done business, whether legitimate or illegitimate, have done business and be able to get into a top 100, then who are you? What excuse do you have? Some of them actually started in poverty. They're even below the middle income level. People who are going hungry, walking barefoot. Those are the people who are now in the top reach of the 95% that you're talking about. So what excuse do you have that I have to die poor because I was born poor? People are making wealth and going to the top rich list. We are always making excuses on why we are poor, why we are not making money. Find some are legitimate, but if you die in poverty, it means, as regards to the things that I've talked about, that you never thought enough, you never leveraged free resources, you never invested even the little that you had. You never created any solution for any person. Instead, you were just complaining about your situation and the problems that you were incurring. I hope you're learning, you're growing, and becoming better in your financial affairs. Don't die poor, my friends. It is shameful on you. You may be born poor, but you can do something about it. I hope you're learning, you're growing, and becoming better in your financial affairs. Remember to subscribe to the channel, because here I talk about all things finance, how you can be able to grow, invest, and become better in your financial affairs. Thank you, and enjoy your day.